Yeah, this will be a log, like just another playthrough, and talking a bit about the new changes I did. Go through also, like, see if there are bugs. So I redid the title screen, also recorded the blood drip. I think it is a neat touch, since I have bloods in my title. I kinda had to do it. On the story, maybe I changed a word or two to make it more readable, but I will not play the whole thing. The options there are no changes. I was thinking to add reverse. I have it customizable in the tutorial section. I think I'll leave it like that, since I kinda like people to go there. And since my audio is always an issue, I have to make the game audio less loud, else you can really not understand what I'm saying. And always takes me minutes to find the mixer. Always maybe like this. I hope it's alright. I know I should test it, but it's been always an issue. I think I made this more readable, like I don't read it out loud now. But there's still stuff to fix around text. I will do them as I go. Yeah, the beginning of the tutorial is kind of the same. You learn to do those things. They're kind of important to have, but then you have these low rings that really help to understand the mechanic. It's explained here. When you whip down, then dip on the center. It really just teaches you have to not be on the side. If you're too far away from the center, you kinda move away. But if you're in the middle or dip down, you kind of stay and then you have time to press the opposite side. But the opposite side is kind of an issue, so I added her. If you are not happy with the controls, you can switch right, left. You can go to logic, you can come back anytime. So if you press right, you really just go right and left. Especially for people who not do speedruns, they don't use these mechanics. You're probably new to them. I think it's a neat touch. Should work fine. I don't like it as I played the game way too much and I'm used to the opposite sides, and I don't want to mess with my muscle memory since I run the original game a lot still. I also put this guy in the beginning, so you kind of see, can upgrade your armor for money, but then you see you don't have money. The points are moved to the pause screen. Since they clutter up the Y. The curse is not used in the beginning, but it will in the castle, so it will always be there, but in the beginning it might be confusing still why it's up there, why it's important. But that's how it is, and I will most likely leave it like this. You can glitch when on a ring too. For this, pull close to the ring at the right side peak, let go, and do a diagonal whip. Diagonal down whip followed by with down whip. Diagonal, pull close, you have to kind of keep this in mind, like if you pull close, diagonal, down whip. That's what I try to describe. It's hard to make it short, and I have to tell her unnecessary things still. Maybe you should stop here. Try to go up this ledge again. This should not be required. I think this is important hint to still give. Since when I watch speedrunners, they always do this trick. And they don't do the more simple stuff. I can show this later more. I really try as good as I can to make a lot of examples where it's very clear to you how to do easier maneuvers, but they're still seem kind of hard to see for more experienced players. So any suggestions how this could be emphasized more? Yeah, and the thing is new too, and I'll show it later. The sub-weapon pops up and you collect a new one. It's still likely sometimes it's just if something is above you that you go into the wall. You lose it anyway. Up here is one cross. You could collect it again if you like that. I also like to add, I still haven't added it, the press L to moonwalk. So it's easier to collect the stuff and actually have it pop out the right way. I wanted to add it yesterday, but I've busy with other stuff. Oh well. Probably do this after the stream, if I remember. Yeah, but parkour is still parkour. It's the first time you actually, you know, this action. A little bit of a climb here. Also, a newer change is that you always connect. If you hit the candle, you can. Candle and rings are always hittable, so they don't mess with the cooldown. They're just skipped. This was an easy way to fix some issues around gameplay. So you can do more. You're more free to do more crazy stuff in the end. Under. So I should stop right there. Yeah, this is one point where I really emphasize it. But most people actually do that here in this spot. They don't go up with the single ring, what's possible too. It's also hard to get the right bump. I should make hints around that, since I saw people, experienced people actually struggle. The bump needs to be explained more, since it really depends on the first few pixels. I have to find a ring where I can explain it and show right away. I think that needs to be explained still. If you really close straight up on the left side, you don't get a high bump ever. And if you move, the farther you move away, the less the bump gets. This is significant. Even here, it starts to go. There is a ledge. I cannot really show. I always try to pick the worst spots to show something. Huh? Yeah, also the DT didn't trust to do the ring glitch here. Probably shouldn't, but I wanted, since I saw it, I want to try. I think it's now there it's really not possible. Shouldn't bother. You see though, the sheer lip is too short anyway, and you end up in the spikes. Probably in every case. Yeah, the first time you have to actually pull, not to land in the spikes there, and you have to pull close and extend to it again. Where I got some feedback that this is brutal. I don't think it is, really. Oh well, this is what it is. Here is one of those cases. If you stay here, I tried to put the candles lower, but if you jump, the cross will just end up in there. Since you collect with your hitbox and if you're in the air, yeah. I don't think I will fix that though. I don't have it on the top left, you actually could spot it. I had it with different colors where it popped out. I made the reverse it to that, so you're more likely to see it. Yeah, people always thought, yeah, they found that you actually bump on those things. They wonder if you can go over there, and then now there's a new bat here. And also make the levels reversible, so now there is a platform where you can get squashed. Actually, I could actually make it less likely, make it wider. Maybe that's it. Since it's easy to jump here or get squashed, and I don't want that to be a thing. Oh no. So there is a candle now, and then you have this dog. It's a new item. The dog is like, you know it from Undertale, it messes with your inventory. This is random, and it gets worse. The routine works, it takes the frame counter and checks a bit in every RNG. So when the frame counter is 0, actually, stuff pops up. It throws away stuff from you like crazy, and then leaves you alone for a few minutes. But eventually, it's just a random chance you should actually spit some stuff out. Yeah, work with save states. Need the other bats to spawn. Yeah, I wanted to think if you jump there, it's even not likely that you do it, and if you do it, you should be rewarded actually to spot the thing. And I haven't removed those tiles underneath it. But yeah, if you press up, you get this little sequence. You get this second area. Yeah, well, since you are here, I guess you look for a cure. It should be in the second playthrough where you saw it's more likely that you'll discover it in the first playthrough. So you've probably been to the town once. Because when you're here without it, you kind of, what cure? Why do I need a cure? Maybe you see the curse and make wrong conclusions. Like I said, you have infinite lives, yeah, let's test that. Then he will just attack you. Then you get this weird item. On use, it will give you 1 health. It costs 3 hearts. And it plays with your visuals. You can make it complete dark. And some enemies don't have priority. It's actually weird to me. I think some enemies don't have this bit set. I don't know why. I would like that you see any enemy with background. It's a kind of neat effect. There's just visuals, different visuals. It's not really meant that you play with it a lot. And you're most likely to lose it anyway, since you don't know where the sub buttons are. And I want this to be like this. This is also the instance where you have one of the few times where you not just can live down, they're farther apart. But I wanted to make that you have to play with this action still. Yeah, and if you want to bring that item to the town, it's actually hard. You don't lose it on death. But, you know, the dog can get rid of it by randomly throwing it out. You most likely it will end up in the pit like this. Then you would need to go back to actually collect it again. And you see, without sub-weapon, this section is a lot harder. A lot of stuff is a lot harder. If you don't have sub-weapons. There's so many skellies here, it's crazy. What was I thinking? Oh! I wanted to make the jump, I missed the jump and then ended up in the pit. And normal top weapons are removed, as you see. It's just around the clock, so the reworked herb healing item. That doesn't work. I don't know if I tried. I even saw Didi try. Because it kinda almost looks like he can make it. Another instance where it just, get down. Oh yeah, since I had the other ring thing there, maybe it's... But yeah, another good section. Yeah, it looks very scary. It's not that sketchy. It is, so you cannot go under, you really have to flip from above. Yeah, I think about the cursed water section. The wandering there, I should probably remove the bags. I made it there so you could swing under. But how it looks like it will just kill you. Didi always pointed it out that it's way too sketch to do. And he could never read that it's actually not that sketch. Yeah, if you wonder, Didi is the person who actually playtests this. Where I have video feedback and stuff. It's great, it's awesome. That's Tom. That might be more fun with the holy water. Actually do this with the holy water, thinking of it. I had 21, just, I should make it, if you have less hearts, less punishing still. I made it mechanic. He kind of halves it. I think I have to go. I want to go over it. Yeah, the spawns there, they can. I had a bad swing there. If you want to just beat it, you probably you go to the next platform and you let go. It would be the safest way to approach it, I think. Like if you just use it for those things. Still skellies and yeah, the height there. Yeah, this section is actually really sketchy. Thinking of it. There are very different ways. I still like it. There are many ways to approach it. I mean, you can get hit in those. And also the multi-spawns happen everywhere. It's kind of a bit of a bummer. Yeah, the holy water actually travels now. Here again, it's like when is the time to? When the ring is high, it would be the time to go. But I think it's hard to figure out. The easiest way is just to go on top of the ring here. Most people do that. They don't use the. There's another path, so you can try to get it from this side. Probably end up dying in the process. There are some ways to die. You should try that. And people wanna. Maybe I put something here. A secret, I haven't done this. But everyone looks at the top and wants to go. Who knows? Is there something? But I haven't done anything with it yet. Yeah, people think Vegas is that bad, but if you have elements like rings that can save you, it creates a lot of situations, let's put it that way. I don't want to say it's safe. You can skip that ring there, even though it's another. I shortened my whip. I didn't trust my mechanics myself. I can show you what I mean with that, like. Just use the fully extended leather whip to connect the two rings, and you should be fine. But try to give hints. It's going well. Hi there. Dekripa? How do we pronounce that? Distripa or? Can I call you for 402? Sorry, I have sometimes problems with spelling, how to spell stuff. Yeah, what I wanted to show here is the Skelly had to mess it. But you saw it more or less. You can maneuver those around those stuff. More or less safe, as long as you have an extended leather whip. And skellies usually don't make it long on the Vegas bridge, but sometimes they're better than I do. And how is it going on your side, the Kripa? Hope you're doing well, and welcome to the stream. This is just something I do on YouTube, since every now and then I make a playthrough or talk about how far I'm in with this project here. This is actually another. Very good, nice to hear. This section is actually long. Since I have this new mechanic, I was thinking, should I do a checkpoint here too? Not sure though. I think I will skip that one. Since no, I'm not sure. I think this would be a nice section to put a checkpoint. Probably put one in. You can see there's still this Vegas. If you don't know how to approach this is evil still. If you don't have the... Yes, I'm testing new levels and make also a YouTube blog where I have talk every now and then about new changes and why I did them, and sometimes I have coding stuff in it, but actually I suck at. It's just stupid when I do content around it. So usually it just ends up being a playthrough. And talking about stuff and why, and yeah. Also gives me a chance to address when I saw DD played, and then talk about when I find stuff that needs to be changed, or when there is stuff I actually don't want to change for that or the other reason. Yeah, as I said, I don't have the moonwalk in, but I will put it in that you can just moonwalk into an item, so it spits out on the right side, so you have more control over it. A speedrun? Yeah, well, I'll probably do that since I think it's a ton of fun, but still quite a stretch to go still. Since I put in a lot of elements that need touch up, I mean, the game has a storyline, and in the castle there's a whole plot twist I haven't done yet, and references to streamers. You know, a lot of streamers get a secret or a screen. I show some of those. If you stick around, you see that. This is almost as sketchy since the... You know those screens, they scroll up and they never scroll down again? But you can't say if it's I think it's a very good obstacle there. Another example, most people will just use the lower ring, actually do it the harder way. But if you can recognize the spacing, you will have an easier time with the hack. I need to emphasize this more, since it's hard to read how to do that. I have the axe already. So we try to keep the axe. We can recover it for the boss since we can do a super quick kill with it. It's also funny, the hitbox of the thing is very small. When it goes around, it cannot hit you. It still looks dangerous. I think it did. When I made it, I mean, I know about it, but most people don't. It's funny to see how careful people go around that thing always. Could I make the fuzzy hitbox bigger? I don't know. Sometimes I like things actually being easy, but it's actually not good game design. Also, how's the mic? I put it very close to my mouth. I try to speak loud, but I have a crappy microphone. I think people can hear me. This is the more speedrun. If you like speedrun strats, this will be how you would speedrun it more or less. Just walk. Else you be very careful there how you approach it. There are multiple ways. I mean, I do tests with speedrunning in mind, since I approach the levels in a playthrough with save states, of course, and check that you can maneuver through obstacles quickly, so it will not be annoying with waiting times on stupid spots. Yeah, this is the one spot where I really want people to know that when you're below something, you can go above. It is a bit sketch, but it's an important lesson to learn on this spot. And it teaches you a lot about the bump, what I tried to explain earlier. If you're a bit far to the side, you will not make it, and that's the main issue with that obstacles. People may start to think that's impossible. Of course there are level bosses, I changed every boss. Can you not wait till... Yeah, the boss. I haven't done every boss yet. And this one is just a very little change. I just changed more or less the RNG. Let's use the save state. Oh no, I have save states even farther back. Damn it. There are different ways how we could approach it. Also, I still think it's a little bit sketch. Since depending if you have a bad swing, but you can time those swings if you kind of know what you're doing. Yeah, the Viper, it has the... Oh, doesn't have a lot of... Now I lost the line. Yeah, anyway, those platforms. They're toward the end of a longer section, and when it does build up tension, but it can feel unforgiving too. Also, if you die on this screen, there is an axe tool. If you drop down here, it would be here. So there is a lot of stuff to discover here. And yeah, axe is the most OP for this boss. I just died kinda jumping in the hole by but you just throw a couple of axes at it and it dies. No other stop weapon will be probably good as this, I think. For this boss. I try to balance out all the sub-weapons so they will be useful in different spots. And will be interchanged, not like in the original where you know, pick up the cross, keep the cross kind of thing. And also the level design actually allows for more sub-weapons to be useful. Here you just lose one of those spots. I don't really like it when this happens, but maybe it's good to have some trolls in it. Also don't really know a good way to fix it. It will take a lot of effort for sure. Also I thought it funny, since there is a skeleton below it, that this is the only water drip that actually can hurt you. But I saw TD actually get hit by it, and then he was afraid of other drips too. So it is very bad to do that. Even though, you know, you don't observe the backgrounds that well. Even when I think something is good. When you see somebody play it, then you realize that actually it's bad. Yeah, I haven't changed that. Or maybe I want to keep that. There are more stuff to discover here. First I wanted to... Of course I walk into the spikes. Where is my... I wouldn't need to save states that much, actually. These checkpoints are usually just around the corner. Before the cave was kind of finished here. And now I just put a little extra section. As I said, I had in mind to put an NPC here. But in this, the cave has a delay free scrolling and it messes up text. And I didn't put anything here. And I haven't found anything to put here actually, so it's just going around in circles right now. I think it's okay to have one section that actually does just go around in a circle, so I don't mind too much, since I think it's the only one. Yeah, I put an extra bat here for God knows what reason. Oh, almost fell down. Does the bat have a reason now? I had to put the auto spawn bats. That's kind of crazy. The vent is way far to the left and they still auto spawn. It stops as soon as you get on the ring. Yeah, that's the reason. The auto spawn bats just start early. And I don't want to have bats in that section, of course, since you kinda have to figure out to do that and actually get up here. Also, you can do this. I wanted to actually test some stuff around this too. Of course, I just have to die. If you do it backwards, yeah. I've been testing this a lot. Since I want to... I still haven't given the tip that you should do that. Like work with the leather rip extended. I put in the tip with the leather rip. Yeah, but maybe good to have a... Also I changed, thanks to Gorinda, and I have a new sprite for the wizard. The wizard of the town. Come here to tame the dragon. Hopefully no one kills the old beast. Uh-oh. What's the shiny rock? Oh, you did kill it, huh? I'd like to revive the old dragon, but I don't... I have already a lot of text with him. I tried to shorten it. There now I don't say the reason why. It was a joke before I took the joke out. But I think people didn't find it very funny anyway. He will need the demon orb and he will exchange it for... If you lose it, it also loses power when you die. When you need to power... Yeah, but then you need to power it up again. It's still hard to read, kinda. Or come back to me, I added this since it was not clear. Pressing select will let you switch the... Yeah, and then it tells the part that's kinda important to the story too. I think it's all on one bunch. But I don't want to put another NPC here. It makes sense that he tells it. Yeah, I think it's okay. Now we have this long whip and we can change those up. Yeah, if you come here first time you see the candle on top, I think it's very obvious to see that there's a way up here. I was also surprised how many people actually don't use the chain whip in this section and they just go with leather. On that section here is so annoying with the leather whip, you get hit every time. Unless you do whip cancel or something. You hit those guys twice, but it's... You can just use the wiggle whip to wiggle those stuff down. Sure, the skellies they need a full whip. You barely have enough time to actually see and react to it. But it's kind of possible. But I originally thought that it actually should be way more. It should feel like a bonus stage, but as I saw, it's actually not. Guy, the main reason for the palette to go dark is actually the text that appears. Else, this scene has uses the background tree to scroll to. It scrolls my text away, and I haven't. The text engine doesn't has this mobility to detect where you are. I'm sure it needs to rework, but not for this project. But I plan to maybe rework the text engine to allow for more customizability, like where the text should appear on screen, since it's always kind of just this where it is. Yeah, it's really getting dark here quickly. You have my brother's whip, and here is the tip. Leather whip is better suited for platforming. Try to switch on different tasks. Also, never seen a tree that tall. I wonder what is on top. So he does like two things. Like there's a tip I want to give. And I will rework that a little bit. So, but he points out that you should do fully extended leather whip universe. And I only saw actually two play testers, and they just walked by to the checkpoints. It's the end of the level, but you can actually go back on here. Maybe I put an arrow to make it clear. There's another section where I need to put an arrow, so that you know that you can go talk to him again. Then you're more likely. What does he mean with the tree? I mean, there's only one tree here, so it kind of should go above here actually. Look for stuff eventually. With the leather whip, I think you can see it too. You just see the rock there. Of course. And also when you die, you spawn on this side. But yeah, this is one secret. But I kind of wish make it very likely to be discovered. But like there's a whole new other level on top of that level. And there is where you can actually meet Paul playing WoW. It's just yeah. And also the first time you actually could spend your hard-earned money. If you want, I want to change my armor as well, but maybe I want to be red. Oh yeah, the multi-spawns happens here too. This is so bad. Now I cannot separate those. Oh well. It's not really fun if you have a lot of supplements on the ground. We want one in particular. find it funny that it jumps on stairs. I didn't use that mechanic a lot, but you can make a lot. You can make a lot of tricky sections with just that. This is another long section. I don't think it's too bad though. I know what the other section, just got to my mind how I want to do it, where I want to put stuff. Like in stage more in the beginning. Oh my gosh, I keep it to myself. I will just do it. Do a save state every now and then. It's not easy. Then it's the first time I wanted him to pop out. I think this is the first scene where I want the player really find it. What's that poppy up there? Why is there a poppy in the Castlevania? What is this shit? Yeah, this section has a lot of tricky maneuvers in it actually. When I made it, I think I come up with a lot of ideas. Then I put them all in actually. They're all good, but it's too much to have in one long go. The bat almost got me. The auto spawn bats DD hates so much. They're definitely hated for a reason. Now I managed to die here, watch. Yeah, why is this hard suddenly? Sometimes I have these moments too. You should just go on top of it. There is where you actually meet Poppy. It made a woo. Then you wonder, you see the door again, maybe things click here. Not sure. I'm a bit worried that people actually make the next section in one go. I expect the player to at least die once more, since there's some chance to. But it's also very doable. Too doable. I mean, you don't need to discover it here. It's kind of the same everywhere. But yeah, to show it off, I mean, if you die... the dog will not go away and you actually have to press up. You can use the elevator. Checkpoints. And you can grab him again. Yeah, here is the spot. So, yeah. And what you saw is actually the dog throw something away, but I made it kind of closer to the player, so you're likely to just pick it up right away after. I tried to make it annoying, but not too annoying. And by the way, if the frame counter ever goes back to 0, it will throw away a bunch of stuff and be more annoying for like 30 seconds. Then you will be left alone for 5 minutes again. It's also more annoying. I think we are around the time mark where it just resets. The talk will start to be more annoying, but the dog in a transition, you lose him. There is more later in the game, more dog mechanics, which is activated, but yeah. For me it's not much of a thing, since you know, if I would struggle with the scenes, it's a different story probably. You can skip this with... Can you do actually with layer rip? I never... Uh-oh. That doesn't work. How does that not work actually? I think I was on the wrong side. And I feel too close down with the limpet. Connected too late, yeah. I think you can reach, but yeah, it's... You really need to use the right pop-off. It's very... Should I put it closer? To make this more approachable thing? I think not. So let me rather do this maneuver. So you have maneuvers where the long whip really is beneficial. I really like that. Also the easier way is to go on top, but if you miss it you can still get it. It's good in my opinion, then I still die. It's another sketchy part just before the boss. I still like it though, it's not too long and it kinda teaches the thing I want to. Like, yeah, it's generally annoying. And figure that stuff out there. There is not really a good way to figure it out though, thinking of it. How will you figure the timing? I think it's the same as in the first screen. You go when it's on top and it's high, you would go and you're fine. But how would you figure that? How would you... I think it's something that just has to be figured out by the player somehow. Or it can be done in different ways anyway. Yeah, if it jumps, sometimes still spawns that snake on the bottom. It changes my armor. I will not fix that for sure. It's also when you get into the transition. Usually you have the pallets, but if you don't have it, it kicks in kinda late. I went too far. Also, since I changed up this part here, I don't really like it too much. If you just go down, and if you wait, is there a way to... No, the skelly will jump up and hit you. You get hit by... You just get hit in that spot. Well, I could not come with a better way to make it. And if you jump down, the bird comes right at you. Not... Let's put it that way, I'm not happy with that part. If you just go for speedrunning, it's not too bad. I mean, for speedrunning you probably just take a hit there and go down. Actually, this screen I never really tested too much. Here you can do the duck thing. Probably fastest way to do that too, anyway. Here's the other section I talked earlier about. The stuff I still like to change up. Let's do it the more lame way. With the whip it's a bit... it's a thing to just find the timing to go. But it is doable. This is the section I talked about with the spikes where you can... if you don't hit it you can go back. But I will remove those spikes. Since it's already sketched to get on here. I can have spikes before and after. I think it looks cool. But communicates very bad what I like the player to do. So there is bad level design there. Putting spikes there. Also I wanted to know, is there other ways to... if you just walk off, it's kinda hard. Then you're kinda screwed with the mermaids. I want to teach that move here. People have been struggling with it. Oh, come on, it's kinda be hard to get through there. Come on, sometimes you go too early there. But I think it's such a cool strat. Oh, now I got screwed. I want to go through faster this time. I haven't done this, but I think it just really feels good to pull it off. But it's kind of a lot involved. You know, browsing through those enemies. And then there's an eyeball boost right after. Of course I missed the boost, but let's just move on. It's good to have some high crosses here since Merman's kind of jumping everywhere. Just kills stuff. It's awesome, I think. Yeah, sometimes I press too early there too. You can't spam it and actually be safe. Let's actually test spamming for a little bit. Since I can imagine people start doing that. Yeah, I have a save state back here. Damn it. Yeah, and sometimes there's just a merman in the way. You cannot do much about it. Oh. So sketchy here. Yeah, they kind of jump over there. Ooh. He almost tickled me on my feet. Still didn't got the boost. Ah, come on. I have double spawns going on there. Yeah, let's do save state now. So I tend to press it. Of course I have to die. Get hit more times. Here I wanted to do even if you don't mesh that hard, you can deliberately just press the button until it works. And you seem to make it every time. Korean thought whipping up is actually less safe for some reason than whipping down. Since if I could show the hitbox, can you see the mouse? The hitbox, if you whip down, it's way farther. If you whip up, you miss the broad, the wide way where you can hit. Whipping up is way less safe, so you also put it far down, so it should be more likely you whip it from above. Yeah, sometimes just get hit. Oh, I took the shortcut and I took the door instead. Oh my god. I trolled myself there with the shortcut. Didn't got the rats as I wanted before. I always get hit by the bomb. Let's take the shortcut again. But not use the door this time. Then it's also not sketch. I mean, yeah, if you go for the shortcut, of course. It's not how you approach it. If you haven't played it like 1,000 times like I did. Ah, you boxed into me. Yeah, I did some stuff, like some good stuff is there. Yes, jumping is actually bad for you in the beginning if you go on the... When he spawns or jump, you're most likely just gonna get hit. Oh, they spread out. If you get a good weapon in the beginning, you can take out a lot of them, usually. But after they just spread out. there is this confusing part where is stuff in front and behind, it's hard to see. NPCs. Why does he stand up again? Oh well. Some of us are hidden. Yeah, it's just kinda part of the story that you know that Rodin is kinda the leader of the area. Just thought it's a good introduction to the boss actually. This is kind of probably one of the quicker ways. You can also time the cross to very nice damage. You can probably even stack them like this. That's probably how. Oh, don't kill. Even here. Yeah, Rodin actually a hard boss, you know. Very happy with the fight though, I like it. Yes, there's you the key. With the little story, I'm just skipping those, since I'm not good at reading out loud. I need took all the money. We don't have money for. If I like to change the color here, like go diamond, I wouldn't have the money for it. But I made it that you just kind of have the right amount of money, you know, single playthrough. She wants me to cure her man. Just check that no major screw ups, since there have been some changes to NPCs. It's the storyline, you know, you go to the hunter and there are a lot of interactions, like the herb you saw to heal him, if you have it. You go up there and he will not be there. And then you kinda you get, what the fuck, I brought it here, why? And then you use it on that screen and makes somebody appear and says that they are disappeared. And if you get here the first time, it always just shows the hunter scene, since you need the whip, I don't have the whip. So, this is one other thing I was not very happy with. You get here, imagine you played, it's just in case somebody, I expect people to play with save state, okay? They will keep the stupid weapon. It's just kind of confusing. I mean, everything works perfectly, but it's just kind of confusing. You never see the... I'll show you what I mean. Usually when you go down now, you see you cannot kill him the first time if you approach it. He will never appear like this if you have the other sub-weapons, since when you come here it will be disappeared. For people who played with save state. Also I thought I still have to fix something. This is weird. If you come from below, sometimes it goes down in the air. Is this random? I thought I still have to fix that. That's weird. Oh well. You have to think that doesn't do much. She will always say just help him if you kill him. You have the interaction here. She will also be disappeared. If you manage to. So they will be disappear as soon as you talk to the other guy. But the guy up here, the secret man, will give you a leash, so you can control your dog, and this will be needed to discover some secrets in the castle. Because there will be this one room. Yeah, we'll see later. If I get there. Text. I'm playing for a long time now. Still a lot to get through. Oh, that's another interaction. This should work if the key is removed. I'm sorry, I'm in the testing phase. They don't have the money. Oh yeah, and I wanted to remove health here. It's confusing, you have to hit it too many times. I should make notes. Very quick. Like secret stage 1, door health. Was there something I already forgot again? The door health. There was something else I wanted to fix. Oh well, maybe. Is it actually always just noticed now? Are you always coming with the wrong armor, huh? It should be set in the... Yeah, if I would do it again, I would do it different. Like, in the loading screen it should be set what kind of armor you have. Then a lot of the interactions, also interactions with Medusa are fixed. Even though they're kind of funny, I really like it. It's like this right now. Here you could also discover if you play if they have vanilla behavior. If you face them, they jump high. If you face away, they jump low. That's something I did. So it has the benefits. If there wouldn't be anything in the way, you actually can manage those guys better without getting hit if you know what you're doing. But they're also more likely to hit you if you use the wrong step. I still think there should be some... I'm happy with this section, which is good as it is. Sometimes I wish there is a quicker way through it. Maybe there are just zips I have to discover anyway. Yeah, if you're really wrong, Also, I wonder, is there a good setup? I did see DD trying for so long, like jump into it. Sometimes it happens very quick, but I know it can be annoying. But I have no idea how to make it more consistent. I can grab the axe since I don't have anything. I missed everything. Yeah. As I said, I wanted. It's a good thing that I didn't. Um, I didn't. Don't know if I talked about it the last time. I wanted to change up the mechanic. That you grab onto the block with the limb, then when you let go of the whip, you actually throw it in that direction. It will be much more intuitive to actually, if you have a spot where the mechanic is towards. But if you just have it appear in a boss fight like this, eventually, if you try it a few times, you realize that you can hit those blocks. I did see DD just, you know, try to hit them with this, and then they don't fly very far. That's something. And maybe I change it up. It's mechanic. I like that you can have some control over it, like right this is now we hold in the direction you want the block to fly, and it for 10 frames it just adds up some speed. Should also work with sub-weapon, yeah. I'm not too happy, but I think it's already not bad. Sorry, yawning over here. I had a moonwalk, yeah, sometimes. That's how long it takes me to remember stuff. Like 5 minutes later, sometimes out of nowhere I remember about them. Took 5 minutes for some reason. No bunny. These are really murder bunnies. I also was tempted to have NPCs like enemies appear with their different colors. I have the scaly I showed. Would be fun to have talk to the griffin while he drops those bunnies. I'll make a joke out of it. Like, what could I tell you? Oh, come up with something. And by the way, if you want to do something, like, you can always go out, go back and forward if you... I have no checkpoint to the... Let's just go to the city. I think it's the main point where you want to go to sometimes. And last checkpoint. I have one there, but you fight the road in again, and that's something that's not that good. I haven't seen people actually using it like this, but as I develop things, most likely gonna be like this. Also, this section with the shorter whip, it's way more scary since it's just a little bit short. With the long whip, it's not that bad, I think. I still... It can't be low still. Oh well. It is what it is. Could it squash me? I don't know. I want people to die here. I do. Just like this. Just kind of feel what I most likely gonna happen. Or some other way. So you kinda get the feel that it's crucial timing sometimes. Not sure though. Maybe should I change this? I don't like it. I thought it's already deep enough in the game that you can screw with the player like this. It'd be okay. Since it will not... I cannot imagine it will be an issue. Well, what do I know? On top of this. This is another spot where this lever is likely to despawn sometimes. The anti-interaction takes action after this. Doesn't seem to be an issue. Here is stuff. You could do that if you want. I think you can just throw the holy water right in the hole and jump after. This would be very cool. I wanna see how this looks like. I always think I have to... You know, for testing I never change controls, and for speedrunning I switch them around. So for me it's normal to press the wrong buttons sometimes. Oh my god. No, don't. I'll just play stupid. Because I wanted to try something and I'm impatient. You can tell it on my gameplay that I not really try. And then the levels are really an issue. How did I miss that guy actually? I thought I just whipped him. They have weird hitboxes. Aha! Maybe they have weird hitboxes. Oh, shouldn't though. Well, now he's gone. This is kind of the intended way, but you can also just limp grab the ring. That's what I hear. And I still press the wrong button, by the way. Just throw it here. Yeah, it works like this. Quick is just a very cool maneuver that you open a hole, you throw grenades, jump after. It feels like action reversey. I also never did this myself. You could make more around it. I mean, I have it in the other screen. Oh, you can go back here. That's interesting. This is another cool thing, actually. Never thought about it. You can. There's, of course, a lot of potential, unused potential with this stuff. So. I don't like that the skellies are really orangey. Sometimes you can make it, sometimes you cannot. A cool thing he hit me is you can show the ring. If you close, I have to sleep again. It will always zip. So this is an intended mechanic, but it's kind of stupid. I wanted to see if you can actually get on top of there somehow, but off screen you're very likely to die since it's a normal screen, it's not where outside screen death is not disabled like the original game where you usually zip in the coordinate layer, level 4 or 4. There, since the game performs screen wrapping and they disabled out-of-bounds death altogether for this to work. It's the only screen in the game. I have done it here in other screens too, but I haven't encountered any yet. Besides the corner layer. There is a lot of me to discover. Sometimes I feel in my playthroughs, I remember some, I put more in, I forgot some. I'm always worried somebody gonna discover and it will look all weird since I never really tested it. It's an accident to put the wrong subtitle or something. Sometimes it happens. Dog, it looks so much better because I was so unhappy how it looks, so now it's kind of something interesting. Didn't work. I'm also not happy with that maneuver too much. Maybe you should just have a right side step there to go on. Yeah, I might change this up a little. Yeah, I'm fixing the screen scroll somehow, eventually. This hole is not really needed, but I made a point so you can suicide, just in case something goes wrong. So much coming from. I really like the amount of stuff coming from the left side there when you go up there. I don't know. People. When I saw people play it, I just say this. Now I have to. The dog can join my key, by the way, so do save state. Although it doesn't matter, you can throw away my key right now. Not too far. I think the checkpoint there is really needed. What did it? Throw away hearts? I did throw away myself weapon. Yeah, up there is a lot of stuff that just can kill you. But now we have this dog. When the enemy is around, does this stopwatch thing. Up here it's kind of fucked up how many enemies there are. There's probably too many events on screen. I don't know why this particular one would just not spawn. You just get the dog again, even though he's annoying. That one should work in theory, but for some reason it just doesn't. It's good to have more stuff, I think. So it doesn't influence what it throws away though. Not by much though. Yeah, this section is brutal. I always saw on these like that he managed to get through quickly, but it doesn't matter that it should be like that. Especially with the orange shields that you can encounter here. Just jumped into the hole. I will not go through the animation over and over, but it helps to ease it up by a lot already. Come on, that's the thing to talk about. Just jumped into the hole before. The nice thing is you always lose the dog in the transition, so if he annoyed you before. And also change the music up since we've been listening to the other thing for a while now. It's really nice. I mean this sequence, it can get annoying since it's kind of a short loop on the music, but better than the same over and over again. And I really think it fits the scene well. How it lines up and things go around. I just think it's a very good pick of music for this particular level. Also when you play so other playthroughs there are way less enemies. They make an appearance in the second loop. Oh, come on. Sometimes this just doesn't work. Even for me. I also... Does this hit? It does if you hold it, huh? And on this, you have to maneuver a little bit. Yeah, it's getting trickier with those rings. Uh-oh. Good thing he always boosts to the left, no matter what. No matter what. Stairs to the left. I put the stairs here to rescue, but actually they're never observed as a helpful option. Oh well, let's not think about it. Yeah, I'm yawning again. Come on. Let's grab... We don't need ours though. Can you... This is so close. Can you even... Wait. Yeah, then you just fall off the stairs. You barely manage to... Is there a pixel? I just wonder if there is a pixel. You're not kidding, there is. But it's so tight. I mean... if you would design levels around stuff like this, like have the... Well, let's not think about devilish designs. Meat. Good thing there is meat. I want to keep the axe this time. Also, it's not if you miss the clip, it's very likely. It still takes some time, but better than to start new. Maybe I should even make a hard form. If you go back a few times, that it just drops a big heart every time, so you can get. This would be funny, actually, to implement. Since the shots, there's a lot that can disturb and you will not make it. Or just if you fall off like this, you really have to be on the center and then jump to the next one. What's also bad, you kind of have to not hit that ring. Did I bump there somewhere? Yeah, I want to say that I'm not that happy with that obstacle. But I still think it's kinda cool. I bumped there somehow. There shouldn't be bumps. Maybe I put something in I shouldn't. I have to look into it a little more. Give it another thought or two. Yeah, I'm doing quick kills again. With the sub weapon is not too bad, without it's a totally different story. Wait, did I break? Oh no, I did something, but I just got rid of everything. Especially Leather Rip doesn't do much damage. So Pulse is evil. dancer, some bumping. I'm so curious to see the play this. Like, can't. Yeah, to be honest, I can't wait to continue this. Even though I do feel kind of bad when I make stuff easier, and then I know he plays without save state. You can do that now. You can also boost over, right? Let's no. Should I test my theory? Yes, I want to test my theory. This is a good Medusa, isn't it? Ah, you just drop down again? It's kinda evil. It's just one way, the kinda the intended way, but actually people maybe just do it like this here. Like cheese it. I'm totally fine, but when you cheese it you don't see the incoming enemies, so you get trolled. So it's perfect, isn't it? What do you want more? Then you watch somebody play and then it's different anyway. Different than we thought it would be. Ah, I couldn't hit them. So scary. Oh, actually, spot I wanted to is recoverable. Yeah, I made it. Could even be a good solution. Take it slower. Yeah, the stair fights. Shortcut. Yeah, in my previous playthroughs you always saw me struggle with this section here. Let's see if I manage to make it easier for me. I always kind of wanted to go fast here, but oh well, then I do it wrong anyway. I'm not very happy with this, but oh. Well, this is probably a good obstacle, I think. If you think about how people usually approach it, because first you will go over and then you have to think about how to do it. This is the normal way. And then you know when it leaves the screen, like now I jump and then... But to take it fast, it's actually more difficult, I feel like. All this should just work out. As you go there. No lights, an issue. Bit leather whip, that is. Since when? Oh well, now I changed it up. Right. It was empty before. And you just go. Oh, the dog card. Will it disappear actually? That does. I think it's a good point for a checkpoint there. My key! Threw my key away. Damn dog. It's still in my inventory, acting like nothing happens. Yeah, it's like a spider on top of the library. But it's nice to have a checkpoint there, since it's a little bit stupid. What's over here? But it's already really far in. I think it's just fine. The curse, so we have a ton of health. Also drains my health. But that's the spot where you maybe try with other whips, but then you realize how overpowered the whip is. That's what I want people to discover. Once you discover that, with the unlock and everything, it's not too bad of a section. Even though platforming can be tough. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for hanging around. Hope you may enjoy this hack too. Once it's released, or if you feel like testing, you can do that too, of course. I'm not going for sub weapons and stuff. Oh, I spawned that guy already? Is this an issue or a benefit? I'm curious now. That whip is not good for this kind of stuff. And those things start dropping the wrong stuff, so put some things back here too. But you don't know that. But you see the stairs, and most likely you just want to head out of the scene, so I think it's still good from a design standpoint. Maybe I won't do this. Ah, come on, how do I fall down there? So much meat everywhere. Would be fun to make him fat toward the end of the scene. Curse to get fat. Has to eat not to die, you know. Should I grab a stop button? I could. There's much meat and stuff back there. Make it a bit easier. This is a section where you really have to wait on time. That's a bit good, or else you are doomed. Oh, I'm doomed now because I couldn't pick up the meat. Just got pushed into the hole. Damn. Come on, I thought it's finished turning. Full health. Is there health? I need it so bad. Can spawn another ghost, but till it's here, it's already probably not worth it. There will be meat down there too, I think. This time. Oh, come on. Oh no, I feel getting low. Is there meat? Yeah, there is. But I'm very close in time now. I think I'm gonna die. Shoot. Ah. I know, doing safe state, I'll be used to it. Just in case, I play for a while now, I tend to play worse and worse the longer it goes. I don't want to stretch it unnecessary. I do the same mistake over and over again. I don't believe it. That's why I made a save state. And it's the third time where I just got take damage in a stupid way. Yeah, then you just a moment that you realize, oh, I could have saved it, but you die anyway. I kinda love those moments where you think the game is actually not that unforgiving, but you realize there is nothing that would have prepared you. You have to remember to order to save it. I'll wait for the day where that skelly actually just whips me every time I want to jump. Can we not do it die stupidly this time? Skelly is gone for some reason. That bird, I don't know. I change it up so you can jump. Well, yeah, it's fine. put some meat. Wait, I wanna see. Yeah, put meat back here too. Of course. Just go down. Another thing with wizard. Oh, getting all my upgrades again. If you don't talk fast or read fast, you will still get. You will still die by the curse. Yeah. For spoilers, I mean, the storyline kinda should go where you start thinking the guy you're chasing is actually probably the bad guy and just have a normal plot twist. Turn things around. There's also a dwarf up there for some reason. Yes, strongest. I have not make it like selectable, but if you, it is selectable, but it's not clear. But I don't want to fix it because work. If I mean, I want to fix it, but not in this project. I want to rework the whole text engine. Make just things work different. You have the sounds to make it maybe clear what it does. The cross is evil. I want to put a cross here so I can try it out. But I don't want to have an evil cross. So I left it. I should show it off though, I'm stupid. I'm not playing for... No. What I actually would do. So I'm cursing myself. Yeah, that's with that whip. A lot of things, you just have to do things different. And I want to, you know, if we go 1 frames, can make that. Now it's weird that enemies do not just drop health. Ah, the cross here, really good. Now I can. If you catch the cross, it is normal, but if you... This is the curse I got. If I have it in the back, it will actually damage me. Actually, it should push me to the left. Why is it not working? I tested this. Come on. Sometimes you test things and then they're still off for some reason. Super secret meat up there. Less secret meat. Wait, how did I get there? Sometimes he never starts jumping or jumps like crazy. Oh, the crosses hit me. Stupid. I cursed myself. Ah, he knocks damage in that position. I wanted that this time. Just to see how the fight is with them. And I still know I have to fight. Damn it. I really wonder why. Why sometimes. Why it always has to be broken. You can barely sometimes slide down there. Then you get hit by those legs. How long does this thing alive? There's so much health. It's crazy. It's crazy, I'm telling you. Sure get some more damage in with the... I mean, the cross is usually not bad if you don't have a burst cross. And the holy water is great too. Who did make this? I did lose my key. I bought it, but how did I lose it actually? Oh, the dog, yeah, true. He tries to really convince you not to go in there, telling me that I'm important and stuff. Part of the plot is, but I put a key here, so I can just... I never had the chance to long with this guy. Let's see how it is. Just curious. The platforming, for of course, gonna be harder, but the boss itself should be easier. And this is very endgame content. Man, this will something you will encounter after Dracula, most likely. So if it looks just ridiculous to you, it is. I'd rather have the ladder whip. Even though the other whip would make more damage, of course. I didn't wait. Ah. Let's do a safe state again down here. See if we can beat him at least once. Oh, I should have died there, huh? We need to go nice, kinda low. You wanna really get him high up. So we can hit him as many times as possible while he's knocking down. There might be quicker ways, actually. And we cannot get him in one go, I think. When one is too low, it's just dangerous. And you will die. You can kill yourself here, since there is a small chance that it's too high up on the orbital drop. Also, if when it drops, I made an exception here to that you can still recover it somehow, but I will not go over it. Also, here will be an arrow, since it's really hard. I show the section very quick a little bit. So most likely one player to come on. I really suck right now. Sorry. Needs focus to just not screw things here. The section is not made much farther than where I am right now. This will change up, since this obstacle down here is just bullshit. Oh no! Why? Yeah, let's do him again then. Should do more save states. Yeah, that's the main reason I changed the mechanics up, by the way. Now you cannot hit him, and then he will hit you. That you can always hit the ring, else this boss will not be possible like this. Come on, this side sometimes just kills me, since I get the wrong bump. It's a lot to go too late, I think. Okay, save states. I thought section, but really an arrow till we go back. Then that's when you discover that this here was actually... This is not really needed, you can just go from the beginning. I really love when you... It's kinda a mindfuck too. When you just did something and you realize, oh, I don't know how to do it, it's just a shortcut, I just didn't see it. And then there is things that's not made. There is a... If you one frame, you get killed here, but if you one frame dock, you can actually make those stuff. I just want to show off some tech. And leash, there will be I like to do a Undertale boss. I like the background where you have text, and Simon will get turned into heart. You have to dodge boss things for the good ending stuff, or I don't know what I make. Still have to make all those stuff up. The spikes don't work there. Maybe even better, don't know. So, but since you talk to her, you do see the boss, and you most likely just turn away and say bullshit. Then you can go on with the level. What is really meant for a normal playthrough? Look away for the other stuff, or maybe you watch a YouTube video, so you see what's possible. But this, I think, should be approachable by most people. I hope at this point that I really teach the rings stuff good enough. This is not really an issue, but I just screw gameplay to get through. Those frogs, man. Stop being frogs, please. Yeah, for people who know the hitboxes, it's easy to discover the candle up there. There's some ways to get it. This section is stupid without it. It's doable, man. Maybe I'll show it off still. Ooh, left side this spawn. I could have just it. Make special graphics. Maybe I do that. Make it realistic. Even though, you know, it is possible if you time it properly, you can just kind of make it. Or do a low, or do high, you know, somehow start swinging. But I can show you that if you get anywhere close to those, they just hit you. The right side too is... But the hitboxes on the rings, they are kinda... I cannot expect people to know. But there's another way around. The left side is actually less bad. Come on. Yeah, the mod is changed just to way more damage. And also, if you try to go above, there is no way. You just jump into spikes. You kind of have to maneuver this stuff to fall down. This spider starts to bug out for some reason, but it's... I don't know, I also think it's kind of cool still. It does that. I've been acting stupid. Can you do both at the same time? And still survive. Can I have no health on this other replay if I don't need to? Another save state. Apparently I suck at just doing this. This is just hard to spot. I tried to put this so it should be just more or less the shock effect. Come on, why do I like that? Yeah, I made different rings. Finally got to hijack the main event and make sub events normally. I still have a cursed cross, damn it. Depending on how it is, you have to actually do it different. Here I can go above. I think it's easier. Oh. I think. But then I think got the timing right. Switched up the timing from spawn. I think it was bad. So it's bad for this particular section here. I could have used it. It doesn't matter. So. here you have really those bikes still insta kill. If you know really how they work, this section is not a problem. Since you just watch, you know there is a block where they can spawn. People will not be aware of it. I'm just realizing it now. Yeah, this section makes it though fuck up a lot of people. Just thinking of it. But if you wait for it to respawn, it's also natural. I think it's still good actually. I hope. Here you can crouch, do the crouch strat, it's still good. And here it's the same, you go on it, walk and it's disappearing and you're fine. Oh. It's like... I kinda left it here purposely since... I wanna see if it fucks with people. I despawned that ring there. It happens so often if you go up here. I made it to a 0 so I can respawn it. It's good. The idea is actually that you just to the upper one, do this, make it safe, but else I think it's big. Yeah, this is kind of this cheese strat. I should take the other way, that does more damage. Can't kill those things now. This none was bad, but okay, it was. Also made it stuck up there. So you can discover maybe the arena a bit more once you kill him. Maybe come up, helps to come up with new strats. I haven't looked into quick kills when it's a newer boss I did. And yeah, the gold stage actually starts out like this. I made those bats that fly away now. You approach them. Because else it will not be fun. And you can always just walk back on those things will fall down. You're supposed to learn that you can trigger this stuff. But then yeah, things happen when you need those. I think it's very fun mechanic, it's neat. Yeah, but it's more or less the end. Still the level I'm working at. There's a final jump. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. But the exit is didn't we put the exit here. That's the perfect time to leave. Yeah, still a lot of work to do. But you kinda see where I'm at right now, so let's say goodbye. Okay, bye bye.